We're going to continue to divide by double-digit divisors, so we're breaking up our numbers into double-digit groups, so groups that go beyond single digits. In this case, we're going to take 90, we're going to break it up or divide it into 11 groups. Our answer is going to be how many items each group will have. So 90 cookies, we have 11 people sharing them. If I divide them equally, then how many will each person have? That's the answer. That's what we're going to answer. Put it into our standard form, remembering that the number we're breaking up or the number we're dividing goes inside, and the number of groups we're putting it into always goes on the outside of this symbolization. So then we start asking ourselves the same questions we've been asking the whole time. Will 11 go into 9? Answer's no, because this is very obvious now, because double digits won't go into single digits. You can't break up 11 different ways without creating fractions, which we'll get into much later. So 11 won't go into 9, so we move to the next digit. Will 11 go into 90? And our answer there is yes. Now, 11 won't go into 90 exactly like it did in the last lesson, so we're going to have a remainder. So go to your multiplication table, see what multiple of 11 gets you closest to 90 without going over, and you'll find that 11 times 8. And when we get to bigger numbers off the multiplication chart, I'll show you how to do some calculating over here to find out what you need to do over here. So just to double check that, 11 times 8 is 88. It goes right up to, but doesn't go over. It can't go over because we don't have that many items. We only have 90, so we can only break up 90 or less. When we subtract this, we get 10 from 8 is 2, so our remainder is 2. So we have 8 items with a remainder of 2. So the answer is every person gets 8 cookies, and then there are 2 left over that we'll have to figure out what to do with. Let's look at one more example, double by double, and then in the next step we're going to increase it to triple digit numbers, which will be a little bit trickier. So 38 divided by 12. So we're going to take 38 items, we're going to divide them into 12 different groups. Our answer will be how many will be in each group, how many items from here will end up in each group. And we're probably going to have a remainder. Maybe you've already picked up on that. So let's put it into the standard form. 12 goes into 38. Remember 38, the number we're putting into groups or we're breaking apart, goes inside of the division bar, which makes sense, and the number of groups we're dividing it into goes on the outside of the division bar. And then we ask the same series of questions. Notice we're asking ourselves these questions about numbers. They're exactly the same every time, so this should start to become automatic to you. Will 12 go into 3? And it will not. We can't break 3 up into 12 different groups. So then we have to go to the next digit. Will 12 go into 38? Answer is yes. So if you don't already know how many times it'll go in without going over, then look at the multiplication chart and you'll see that 12 times 3 is 36. So that'll get us close. 12 times 3 is 36. Do the subtraction. 6 from 8 is 2. That ends up being 0. So we have 3. So when we take 38 items, divide them into 12 different groups, each group will have 3 items, and then we'll have 2 remaining when all is said and done.